Today we're going to talk about sacred space and what it is and why it's important to you. If you're not aware of what my job here is, it's to work as a light worker to bring about the elevation of vibration to the fifth dimension here on Earth. Yesterday we talked about some spiritual cleansing. I have a wasp that wants to come and play with me. Okay, so today we're going to talk about sacred space. What is sacred space? Sacred space is a space dedicated to a sacred or holy purpose with the intention of prayer, meditation, ritual, incantation to be done or said there. So, some examples may include a church or chapel, perhaps an altar, a quiet area where you can light candles and perhaps throw a pillow and do some spiritual meditation. We have maybe a mosque or a temple. It's really connecting the humanity to the divine. It's really that one universal connection. And it's important because it gives you a place where you can go to release your stress, tune into yourself and spirit, and do some reflection and unwinding of the day, helping you to feel more grounded and stabilized and go within your thoughts and feelings. When you're feeling drained and like you need a battery recharge, it's a great place to go to fuel that energy. Remembering that energy is what we are made of. We are energy beings that have traveled here to this earthly destination to learn our soul's journeys, to learn our soul's lessons, to find our soul's value, to see the differentiations between the heavenly realms and the earthly realms, to understand emotion, to process how other people feel, to realize the universal consciousness and connectivity of oneness of all. A sacred space is not a religious space. It is a space that's sacred to you. It's a space that brings you in tune and in touch in oneness with yourself. So if you wanted to incorporate religion into your sacred space, you most certainly can do so, okay? I know I'm fidgety and I move a lot, and I really want to apologize in advance, but so I'm a Cancer energy, I'm an empath, and I'm hyperactivity disorder, and at 40-something years old, I still am very fidgety. Okay, so you can create a sacred space any place that you feel compelled to. You can do it in your garden, or on a patio, or in a corner of a room. I know that for myself, I have an altar upstairs in the corner of my bedroom, and downstairs in the corner of my living room. I also like to do a lot of rituals out here on this balcony overlooking the river. It brings me in tune to be next to the water and so closely connected to its energy. So I like to make this area my sacred space regularly. And I have been known to come out here to perform my spiritual, thankful rituals to the waning and waxing moons, the full moons, the new moons. I am a moon child. I'm a Cancer. There's not much I can say about it except that I am a water energy. So, like I said, you can do this anywhere that you feel compelled to. And if you have an extra room, some people that have bigger homes will make an entire room dedicated to that. Sacred space should make you feel welcomed and aware. It should be not toxic. You should leave any of your lower vibrating energies, check them at the door. Don't bring that into your sacred space. You do not want to toxicify the area with negativity. So I wouldn't bring argumentative fights and that type of energy, low vibrating energy, into that area of your home so that it stays at a higher frequency. Now, you can use the technique of smudging, which we discussed in yesterday's video, to cleanse out and repel any of the negative energies that you may have accumulated in your home before you go ahead and put together your sacred space. When you're preparing your sacred space, clear the space, clear the area from clutter, visual distraction, audio pollution, and set the intention. Set the intention that this is going to be your consecrated sacred space where you come to find resolution to yourself, where you come to center yourself and ground yourself and reconnect and recharge yourself. There should be only meditation and prayer, reflection and contemplation, maybe writing and journaling, and daydreaming in that area. There should be no emails, there should be no phone, no TV, no internet. This is a place where you go to be completely unplugged, where you go to just rejuvenate the soul. I know that we have gotten so caught up in the day-to-day social media, the day-to-day connection to electronics, and having those devices so close in our hand at all times that sometimes we pay more attention to those devices than we do our own family members and friends. But when you're talking about sacred space and when you're developing a place where you can go to reconnect to yourself, the best thing you can do is to leave those behind. The other day, my phone ran out of battery to 0%, and it was the first time in a very long time that I felt free, not attached. Having those phones attached to us all the time, I think, give us a sense of higher anxiety than we once had. I kind of miss the days of the 80s, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so you're gonna set the intention, no email, no phone, no TV. Also, you can call in your angels and spirit guides and ask for guidance to connect with self, universe, the guides and the angels. Using aromatics brings in a good vibrational energy. Aromatics being things like essential oils, incenses, dried herbs. These will help to clear negative energy and bring a positive state of mind and mental balance. My allergies are so bad today. Okay, so what makes a sacred space so important? Why should we have it? Because it really does help enhance and support your healing. It helps and support your spiritual journey. That's that wasp. It's coming for me. It wants to get me. Okay. You can do things very therapeutic in your sacred space. This would be a good place to practice meditation, to do your journaling, to practice yoga, everything that's going to be a grounding activity, that's going to be a centering activity, that's going to help you to feel more at one, more at peace with yourself. This is supposed to be a rejuvenation of spirit, mindfulness, and unwinding. So this will be a place where you'll come at the end of the day, where you'll be able to take a load off, unwind after work, when you're feeling stressed, like I said, to reground and center yourself, and to feel complete again. Should we create an altar? You can. You don't have to. It's not a requirement, but if you feel compelled to, absolutely. Some people, and one of the people that I like to follow is Aaron Doughty, and he shows us all the time on his videos that his meditation area is really just a little room that has a pillow, a throw pillow, and a candle that he focuses on. So that can be an idea of your sacred space, a meditation pillow in a peaceful, restful area. Going outside by water. One of the greatest things that I've experienced is to just be at peace with yourself at the ocean, at the river, at the lake, the stream, the pond, wherever there's a natural body of water. You can do it under a tree. Like I was talking about consecration, you can consecrate with special objects to you, like shells or crystals, crosses, statues, lights, ankhs, different dried herbs, oils. It's really about you and what makes you feel better and makes you feel good. This is your space. This is where if you were a crab or a turtle and you could retreat into your shell when things were going a little haywire and chaos and making you feel uncomfortable, this would be that shell. Your sacred space is where you go to retreat in order to protect your energy and to rejuvenate yourself. Creating a sacred space gives you the chance to communicate with your own higher self and open up to listen to your own divine guidance. You might consider putting things in that area that are calming to you. What calms you? What comforts you? What puts you at peace? How can you incorporate those into your sacred space area so that when you're feeling out of sorts, these are things and objects and familiar comfort pieces that make you feel better. You want to cleanse that area. We talked about that a little bit before. Cleansing the area of negative energies, using the dried herbs, the oils, doing some clap rituals to move energy along. But refresh the energy in your room where you've created your sacred space regularly. Don't allow it to stay stagnant. When it stays stagnant, that's when you can have really a lack of manifestation. You can feel very dismal and tired. You can go through moments of depression. So keep that energy cleared, keep it moving forward, keep it cycling. Think of like a feng shui, where you're constantly repositioning things and cleaning it out so that the energy continues to keep moving. When you don't clean it out and cleanse it out, then it gets to be built up and filthy and sludgy and nasty, right? I like that word, sludgy. Okay, this is also an opportunity that reminds you daily as you walk by it to take care of yourself. There's no one more important on this earth in your world than you. You need to be the top priority in your own universe. Even those of us with children need to make sure that we're getting enough self-care and self-attention in order to be better parents, in order to take better care of our children. So this is reminding us to take time for our self-care and a focal point for inward reflection, because a lot of the times we just need a quiet place where we can go internally into ourselves and determine what happened throughout the course of the day, release it, move on, come to terms with things. By creating a sacred space within your home can definitely become a life-changing experience. But when you're walking a spiritual life, it's an absolute necessity for the healing of self and for self-care. Self-care, I told you, is so important. So many people lack the fundamentals of just taking care of themselves, of making sure that they are feeling elevated on a daily basis, that they are feeling uplifted. And a lot of us like to take care of others. A lot of us on this earth are walking as empaths, and when we do that and we're taking care of other people all the time, we forget to take care of ourselves. We become very drained energy beings, and when we're drained, we don't have a lot to give of ourselves to others to help others, and that makes us feel bad. So by creating a sacred space where we can go internally to get ourselves to feel good is good and healthy for us, and it's good and healthy for others, because then we're rejuvenating ourselves so that we can go back out into the world and bring about more energy to help other people, to heal other people, to work with them, to listen to them when they're having problems. Sometimes people open up to me like I'm Barbara Walters, and I realize that's because of my receiving empathic energy, and I accept that, and I work with them, and I listen to them, and people feel better after they've talked to me. I am a natural born healer, so just by spending time in my presence, sometimes it helps to raise the elevation of their own vibration. And I enjoy that, and I'm looking at that gift as a blessing. I used to look at it as a curse because I didn't know how to separate my energy from their energy. And that's where yesterday's lesson of shielding came in, is once I learned how to shield myself and see the difference between my energy and their energy, my energy and their, or my emotion and their emotion, at that point I was able to come to the realization that this is a gift and not a curse. Guys, I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video today, and I hope that you'll hit the like and subscribe button, share it with your friends, get me noticed, help promote the videos. I've been doing this because I feel compelled to on my soul's journey, that I've always known that I needed to talk about things like this and bring it into the day-to-day life and not keep it in the secret life, you know. But it's so new to me, and I'm really trying to get a feel for how this whole electronic social media YouTube thing works. So I do hope that you guys are excited to learn with me, taking this journey with me. Be kind, be happy, be robust, make somebody smile. Be the reason somebody smiles today. When you're out there walking light and love, give people a compliment. Tell them that they have a nice smile. Tell them they got beautiful eyes. Heck, tell them they got great shoes. In light and living service, guys. Have a great day. Namaste.